Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. It's a lovely snowy day, just stopped snowing, in Morgan Valley, and we are continuing our construction of a number of large projects, including the big power station over here, because we want to actually get power exported as quickly as we can. There's been a lot of more good comments that I've seen. So one of them was a question around worker buses, and we've currently got lines that's running MV coal and gravel workers and refinery workers that effectively does the job of a passenger stop, a passenger line in the city, by going to the one and then to the other. As you can see over here, goes to the one, then to the other, then out to the workers over there. And that's something that I do kind of question. Well, it was questioned in the comments whether that is ideal, because what we will find is that on some of these buses you will see that that passengers take up some of the seats for workers, and whether that is the most efficient thing to do. Since we are struggling with workers a little bit at some of our facilities, it might be a better idea for us to just start running a passenger line in here and make sure that these buses actually only pick up workers and not any passengers. So that's one of the things that I think we can certainly do, and thank you so much for that comment. That was the intention at some of the larger towns that I had, and so we'll definitely but I thought this one might be small enough so we don't need a separate passenger line, but maybe we also do. Then there's been a comment around the small heating stuff not being compatible with the the large heating stuff not being compatible with the small heating stuff, and I am very, very worried about that. So what I might do is, until I get a little bit more clarity on that, I'm gonna just maintain our heating plant over here. Means that all of this kind of infrastructure has been a little bit wasted for the time being. We'll leave it there because eventually we might use it for something else, actually, to maybe run the heating out to our new town of Arinsky over here. So that's one of the things that we may consider there. The other thing that we're definitely starting to see is that we are spending a lot of money on pipes and things like that. If we look at this, there's 57 tons of steel in building this heating pipe. It's already been purchased, it's already out on site, so I can't stop it now. And similarly, we're seeing very similar things at all of these conveyor belts. Lots and lots of steel that's required to do that. So one of the things that's going to be a problem for us is to run major steel infrastructure or infrastructure out to the steel mill over here. So if we're going to do conveyors into processing plants, into storages, and then into here from both of these areas, plus we have 3 mines and all of those kind of things, it'll be ages before we actually get steel produced. So I think I'm going to just put a pause on the development of the mines. We will develop them as we go forward, and once we finish the work on the power plant, I'll go and start work on this area over here to get the steel mill up and running. And what we'll do is we'll run trucks with coal from our coal facilities over here, and we'll probably import iron ore or iron. It's iron ore, right? I'm not sure what it actually needs. Where's the steel mill? Over here, it requires iron. So I'll probably run trucks to the border to import iron initially, so that we can start producing our own steel and get a little bit better with kind of the money that we're working on over here. So that's one of the things that I'm pretty sure we just need to do. What I'll also do is I'll stop work over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim these little sections right there and over there, so that this actually does not get constructed at all, because we'll need to wait on this before we can go. We will overburden our current infrastructure and our construction teams and the amount of workers we have so quickly by starting work on any of that at the moment, that we'll definitely just need to stop that. Okay, then there's another comment suggesting that I should remember to stop the import of bricks, and I believe I did do that. Maybe it's been in between episodes. Yeah, so at the moment I'm not loading bricks, but I am unloading bricks. And then the further thing was to actually, I can remove the 30% limit over here, because we can just move everything out over that way. And then we'll have everything in this facility over here. So I've done that. Okay, so that's kind of where we've got up to. I think we probably need to run another little bypass over here so that we can gravel the rest of this road. That'll help the construction process a little bit. So let's quickly jump into doing some things like that. So if I run something like this, something like that, and then we'll run it down here. There we go. So now we've got a little bit of a bypass, so we can start working on getting gravel work done over here. Potentially we can do a similar thing over here also. Let's quickly do that. So let's tie in this thing over here so that we can gravel this entire journey up there for the most part. Hopefully it's Feb, so hopefully it'll stop snowing soon, and then we can get a little bit, hopefully it'll stop snowing soon. That's the thing. One something I've noticed is that I've never seen a student in here, and so I do wonder whether this facility is really working. So one of the things, I mean, there's 2 party officials, room for 5 students, but I've never seen a student come in here. So let's keep a little bit of an eye on it. We see people go in, but no students appearing. They're maybe only working there. So I think we need to change this out for a different university, because this one is, I think, a little bit problematic for us. This one isn't actually doing its job, and it's draining our workers, and we are in fact running out of educated people. I mean, look how few educated people we have. We've also lost about 300 or so people during the winter, but that is okay, I think. I think it's more a health thing. And with us maintaining this facility over here, we might see more and more health issues. So I might build a little bit more out into this area instead, so that we can maintain a bigger population here without necessarily dealing with the pollution. So like this facility here is really a pollution problem. Okay, this one I haven't started building that one yet. We don't necessarily need it just yet. I think we've got still fair bits of open space available, so I'll go ahead and demolish it so that we can rebuild it without the actual need to import citizens. So if I click now, we won't get our citizens, so that we won't spend our very valuable rubles on citizens. We'd rather use some of the dollars that we've got a little bit more of. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to start work on all of these other universities. Are huge, they're substantial. So but this one over here, I haven't used it before, but I think that one is not too massive. And hopefully that can help us out a little bit. So I think something like this right in here is quite nice. So I'll go and build that over there. I think once it's constructed, it won't actually clip, so that's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and build this, or get this construction started over here, so that we can actually make sure that we've got decent kind of education facilities. Let's run that in there, and so we'll get some of these things sorted out for us. We really need better educated people here. Let's trim back on how many people can actually work here, so we don't drain all of our workers. Okay, now some of the things that we were talking about, this will just continue, but some of the things that we were just talking about, so we're missing some asphalt and stuff, and I'm sure we're probably missing workers out here. Oh no, there are workers down there. Okay, you will be able to pick up some decent amounts of asphalt here then, at least. Okay, good. Okay, let's start by maybe getting our very own passenger line over here. So let's start and say, well, this is going to be called the MV passenger line, or just MV passengers maybe, like so. And we'll say we're going to use this bus stop over there, then go to that bus stop over there, load and unload. We can't actually do that, so we'll just say yes, and then we'll procure ourselves as cheap a bus as we possibly can for this. Well, not one of the very tiny ones, but something that's fairly cheap, at least, like this one. This one is not too expensive, so I'll pick that one up, and we'll assign that to our new passenger line. It's a custom line though. in the passengers, so we'll assign that one over there. Okay, good. We'll start it on its journey. We'll open this one back up and we'll say, guys, actually, we don't want you to pick up workers, and we don't want you to drop off workers at either of these, but you can quite comfortably go with passengers and students and all these kind of things. Do that. Good. Okay, just the one bus I think is going to be sufficient to get people around for any other kind of purposes. Construction is commencing already over here, which I'm quite happy about. I would like us to see this this university be built fairly quickly. Specifically requiring, we specifically need to maintain decent amounts of doctors to make sure that we are in fact healthy as possible, especially considering that we will not be removing this this facility straight away. I have gone and reduced the number of people to work here, so we've kind of almost decommissioned this one. It will definitely be used, this facility, but for the time being, we're not going to use it. None of these will further be constructed at this point. So yeah, see, we've wasted a lot of resources on some of these conveyors, and I'm a little, yeah, I'm a little annoyed at myself for doing that. Okay, now that we've got this area available, I think now we can go and gravel some of these roads. So let's start off by graveling some of those. Yes, and one thing that I also thought, we're taking a lot of time to pick up gravel over here. We've got lots of gravel, but it's taking us a long time to do it. So I thought what I'd rather do is maybe see if I can squeeze one of these truck aggregate loading facilities over here. And oh, it can actually go across that that little road there. Okay, let's see what can we do. Something like this. I think that should work, right? If we squeeze that in, and I want to make sure we get a gravel road out here. Oh, it's going to be able to work here. Let's get that nice and straight out of there and in here. Oh, nice. Now let's not pay for it, but let's commission the construction over there. So that should all work. We should be able to get the construction to commence on this stuff, because this loading here takes ages. Okay, so we will hopefully get that done first. Nice, good. It's all working. This is gonna, well, there's a lot of bypass happening now, so this will slow down a tad due to that. Waiting for asphalt to come in here though. Why? Oh, it's coal, it's not asphalt. Just thinking, why is asphalt out there? But anyway, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, we definitely need to start our construction on some more residential buildings as also. So let's quickly grab some modern residential buildings. I'm not going to start it until we finish this guy, but I would like us to maybe start our little bit of planning over there. So can we maybe do the doubles instead? The 5-story doubles? We could maybe squeeze in... we could maybe squeeze in 2 of them. I think so. And I think because... I think this is about the best value that we can get. Oh, hang on. There's some others. The 5-story double new. How's that one? So we've got old. No, let's not mix and match old and new. Let's keep with the old. The 5-story double old 3. So they look at least a little bit differently, but we'll do something like this. So I'm not going to connect it up just yet. We'll squeeze in one over here and then one over there. Awesome. That I think is going to be pretty good. How many people did they actually take? They have 160 workers in those, so that's going to be good. I think hopefully that's going to give us a fair bit more workers that we can put in here. And I did not have, just double check, I did not have the get citizens thing on there. Okay, that's good. There's construction underway here. We're missing asphalt over here also. What's going on with the asphalt? Nobody's working here. Okay, let's make sure to go to the gravel workers line and just make sure to untick all of these guys, so we won't be getting any of these guys anymore. Okay, and over here you certainly don't want to load anybody, but you don't want to offload these guys, so let's save that guy. Hopefully that means we're going to pick up more workers for all of these guys. And similarly, I want to do these other ones also. So let's just make sure we're going to load only workers and unload. Oh, actually, no unloading here. No unloading there, and load workers there, and then no loading there and unload workers there. Perfect. That's the good one there. And then let's fix the... I did put the passenger line in, so it's there. Now let's get the coal workers as well. So this one, we're gonna not load any of these guys. We're not gonna unload anybody. Here we're gonna not load, we're gonna unload workers only. And here we're going to say none of these, and we're not gonna unload anybody, and we're just gonna say, there we go. So hopefully that will make us get a few more workers out to the various facilities. The other thing I thought would be an interesting thing to do is actually assign some of these buildings to make sure that we get actual workers going to the bus stops. So I'm going to assign these two over there, and I'm going to go ahead and assign this one to that bus stop. And in so doing, I'm hoping that that means we'll get a more steady supply of actual workers hanging out over here. Still missing the asphalt over there. Any workers over here? There used to be one, and now there's not. So this guy is picking up 0.5 tons of asphalt. This is the big frustration. We do need to make sure that we constantly have workers out to some of these facilities. How many workers do I have? So we've dropped a little bit. Our berths are propping up a little bit more. So I think what I could do is I could go and maybe supplement some of these a little bit. Bring in a few more workers over here using dollars. Hopefully that does the trick. Are we getting the asphalt out here? If we can just get the asphalt and the gravel out here, that should be way more useful. We are actually finishing off this section. I'm quite happy to see that. That means they can now make use of that piece through there. Workers being dropped off. We are seeing some workers being dropped off, which is quite useful. I did reduce the number of workers working here though. Asphalt is our issue. Yeah, we need more people working the asphalt industry over here. So let's beef that up to 5 workers and see, maybe we'll get more people to be dropped off. We are seeing some concrete coming in there. Where are my buses? I'm not actually seeing my buses hanging out here now. How many workers on there? Oh, 16. That's beautiful. Beautiful to see that. That I'm hoping that that's going to be quite helpful. Where's this guy going? Not where I would like him to go. 1 worker out over here. Not good. Not good, guys. Not good. I'm happy to report that our money is maintaining a steady. If we go to last month, we probably... we didn't make an income. This year we've made an income. So that's awesome. So it's because we haven't imported as much steel as we typically do. Where is my asphalt? I need my asphalt workers to be getting out here. Where's this guy going? I don't think it's good practice for us to go to both these stations. Okay, so let's split them up and let's just run workers from both stations separately to there. I think that's the kind of thing that we're going to have to do. So let's drop out that one out of the mix. Okay. So coal bus station there. Okay, let's get the gravel workers first because that's a little bit more problematic. Let's trim that one because that's further away. And see if that does any tricks for us or helps us out a little bit. This one too. Let's get this one to drop that second one there and see how that works. Okay, so now we've got coal workers being picked up from there, gravel workers from there, and refinery workers from here. Okay. Let's see, where is our construction workers being picked up? Construction workers is being picked up at MV bus stop 2. So all of that is also being picked up over there. Okay, let's instead say you're going to go and pick up over there. Okay, so at least we try and get slightly more workers out over here. I'm hoping that will in fact help. Certainly seeing a little bit more. Can we maintain it? Oh, excellent. Means that there's been one there, and there might be vehicles on the way here to come and pick up asphalt. Are we seeing asphalt over here? Yes, we are. Excellent. So we're starting to see our construction starting to pick up again. It's so many little things to manage. Okay, this is almost done, but I'm just gonna leave that be for now. It'll be something we work on a little bit later. Okay, construction here should go quite well. Once that's done, we'll start working on some more new residential facilities. I believe we have room for people. 82, yeah, so we're starting to see a slightly better increase in the number of people that's actually being born versus dying. That's the issue. Let's run this one so we can get that upgrade done. Okay, let's get that upgrade done. That's good. That should help us out. We can then start slowly move this one in. Would also like us to start building out here. I'll build all the gravel roads there before we start building this. And similarly, I will do the gravel roads here before we start building this area. But it's still slow going for us at the moment. We certainly need to maybe pick up the gravel of some of these roads, but don't do too much at once. That's the problem that you constantly face with this game, is doing too much at once gets you into trouble quickly with your worker supply. We are seeing, as long as construction is underway, I'm quite happy there. Construction is underway over here. No, still missing asphalt here. Are we seeing asphalt workers? We are seeing workers here. As long as we have a constant supply of workers there, I'm quite happy. MV infrastructure should start working over here. And MV construction should start working out over here. Okay, some stuff is starting to happen here. Good, good. That's good. This little road was built, so that is allowing that access. Nice. Construction is underway. We probably need another load of asphalt here sooner rather than later. Are we seeing a decent number of workers here? Oh, I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see a decent amount of workers here. Let's trim back on our workers over here a little bit. I don't want us to have too many workers on these things. It's probably not that big of a need for us. But we do want to make sure that we maintain a decent supply of boards. This thing is full up all the time, so getting the rest of that sorted, probably not a good idea. Especially the pipes and stuff that goes along with it. Excellent. We're picking up fair amounts of asphalt here. Is there another load? Excellent. As long as we get another worker in there as quickly as possible, it means that no vehicles will kind of get here and not be able to fill up. That's the plan. Just keep a steady supply. There's another one coming in, so keep a steady supply. Just one worker at a time is going to be just fine. Steady supply of workers to constantly provide the asphalt that is needed at all of our various building sites. A bit of asphalt still required over here also. Got our workers here. This guy is bringing bitumen, I would imagine. Yeah, bringing in some bitumen. We don't really need tons of bitumen over here, but anyway, that's fine. Should be some more workers on this one. Oh, excellent. I like it. As long as we have workers in our buses, things should be fine. Oh, that one was empty. Where's this guy going? To the unfinished conveyor. Where? Really? Stop working on the conveyor, buddy. Did I not stop? I thought I'd cancelled all this construction. Honestly, we don't need people to be coming out to unfinished conveyors and stuff. This area is going to be mothballed for a long time. We went a little too quick on this stuff. No need to have workers go out all the way that way. How's this going? Construction is underway. We are out of asphalt again. So I hope to see some more asphalt stuff coming through. Asphalt workers. Oh, please have more than... Oh, it actually has the amount... maybe not the full amount it wanted. Okay, this is... I find this problematic. Please go back to that station so that we can get a little bit of a separation between these vehicles. Can you go back? Turn? Yes, go back. Excellent. Do that. Nice. I want that separation in there. That'll be much better for us. So, some asphalt arriving here, but probably not enough. We'll see a little bit more construction going on. We need 4.3 tons still. At least the construction is progressing. We do need to start working on these other flats. It's a fairly monotonous little view here. What I thought we'd do is let's grab a little bit of tree line. So let's get some acacia trees and we'll kind of get a few trees up there so it just looks a little nicer. Something like that, huh? I'm not sure that's working. Anyway, that's fair enough there. Our money is still holding. I like it. I like it. The fact that our money is holding tight is really good. We are missing asphalt over here. We have asphalt workers though. Where are our asphalt trucks doing their thing? So much construction. This guy's bringing in how much? Oh man, the 0.5 tons thing really is problematic. I think they should actually put it to a make sure that your vehicles actually do wait for this stuff. Again, we've got these guys right on top of each other. The buses really need to maintain a better distance. Actually, these two aren't too bad. Yeah, that one's being a bit delayed over there. This one will be able to pick up 2 workers. Hopefully there'll be some more workers by the time the next one comes in. At least 1. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm still assigning that one to fully put all its workers over here. So that's at least helping us out a little bit. More workers arriving? Yeah, but too few to man all the facilities. How much asphalt is this? Oh yes, that's the last bit of asphalt for at least the groundworks over here. That's it. So now we should get the groundworks done. I really need us to get a small university up. I wonder if you can do research in this one, because it doesn't seem like you can do research in this one, but maybe it's just too early. 64 might be too early to do research. I don't know. Okay, we're just getting into summer now, so summer is starting to come in now, so that's could be helpful for us. Okay, excellent. This section has been done. That's quite good. And I'm almost, yeah, we probably need to do the rest of this also. People are actually walking to go and work here, but we're still missing the asphalt. Okay, let's continue some of this stuff. We'll do 2 at a time because they can actually reach it from both sides. Let's also do some of these. Yeah, those middle ones should be fairly simple to do. They won't be cutting people off at all. And how many workers are we seeing out here? We will see a few. What's going on there? Good. At least we are seeing some exports happening, some boards being created. Okay, that's good. We've got bricks here, we've got boards, we've got prefab panels, we've got the steel that's obviously being imported. Yeah, we're still maintaining a good number there, a good healthy 500,000. Feels really good to be able to maintain that. Okay, the next round of stuff is happening, including concrete and steel and bricks. Yeah, so this should actually see us finish it off. We should be able to manage that quite easily. How are we going over here? No workers, but we've got all the various pieces. This has got like one worker over here. Just needing to finish off the stuff there also. 2 workers now. Anybody working here? Unfortunately not. Let's see what's going on here. We do need to... okay, there's some more workers coming in. Excellent. 1 person will at least be working there for the asphalt. How are we going with our asphalt demand over here? Yeah, that's still our biggest, most critical item. Okay, well guys, I think what I'll do is I'm going to put a bit of a time lapse in here as we continue to wait for some of this construction to happen. And I might get another bus to actually run workers up here from the other bus stop also. Yeah, that's, ooh, that looks useful. So we can just get a better maintained worker number here. Yeah, okay. So guys, I will see you in a bit. Hopefully we'll get the groundworks done over here and a fair bit into the steel framing. Yeah, and we'll get that university done over there as well. Okay. Okay, and we're back from our time lapse. There was a game crash in between, so I hope I put back all the little pieces that I was missing. So anyway, and we've got the university up and running, but it seems we're still not getting any students. So I think the issue is really that too many of our people were uneducated. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I brought in a few more people, and I'm just going to try and make sure that we get plenty of professors to come and work or as teachers in the school. Because really that is going to be the best way for us to slowly get our education up. If we look at our education, we've got way too many people that's uneducated. Yeah, and I think that probably was the problem. I was kind of fixated on this and the university are not working. So again, we learn something all the time. So I've got these guys working, and I believe I've got these guys working now. So we should hopefully start seeing that number come up. So at the moment we're at 560. We'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully that gets better. Hopefully that gets better soon. We're also starting to see construction happening over here. Let's trim back on the number of workers that actually work there. Just want to make sure that we don't overburden again as per usual. So only a few workers over here. All of the stuff that we need, we have no asphalt requirements over here. So all of this stuff for the groundworks is already done. I like it. Also currently busy expanding our gravel road network to make sure people can get here quickly enough. We've got people working the asphalt and the concrete all the time. That's awesome. And construction over here is going on steel framing now. So construction is actually underway with the cranes out here, and not all the steel, but some of the steel needed. So this number is going to plummet now as we import tons more steel to come and work over here. We've got this road almost graveled up, and that's going to be awesome. That's going to be quite helpful to make sure that all of these routes are easy to navigate. One of the things that I should probably start building also is one of our technical facilities here. If I go mods, and it's not heating plant, it's technical services. I'm just going to do one of these three kind of size guys, and we're going to just slot them in wherever we can over here. I don't want to get it too close to all of these things. We don't need workers there. So I'll do this. We're going to kind of slot it in maybe right over here. Technical services, like so. Hopefully we can get that built, and we'll get some snow plows out here. Because I think they will help us keep these roads clear of snow come the next winter. That's going to be quite important. Oh, excellent. These areas are almost done. Workers is the constant issue though. Excellent. Got asphalt workers, which is exactly what we're after. All of the requirements is slowly trickling in. I think groundworks has just been finished. Are we seeing somebody that can go up a level here? I am happy that we are getting a lot of people better education now. That number has gone up by 10 since we last looked, but that one's gone down by 1. So just need to make sure that we really get our education levels up. Oh, now we've got no one working there, no teachers whatsoever. How many? Yeah, we should have teachers over here. Certainly we should. Okay, well, we'll keep a very close eye on that. A very close eye. Okay, are we finishing off these sections or not yet? Like 14 more work days over there, and here we've got a few workers at least. Can't wait for us to finish off this little section, so at least the buses has a slightly better journey out here. Yeah, this bus stop with a drive-through, not the greatest idea. Not the greatest idea. Wow, we've got workers here. We come on, pick up some asphalt. 15 more work days there. 13 more work days over here. Well, slow and steady it is. Slow and steady. Missing a lot of stuff here though. Bricks, boards, do we not have? We've got bricks, we've got boards. Okay, and we are buying steel. How's this going? Workers? Oh my goodness, we're out of fuel. This is my concern. If we don't get enough workers out here, we will run out of stuff. And then we've got a problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the unload of fuel. We're instead going to say unload here. And load there, and as long as you maintain a 10% number, I'm going to be okay. We don't want to run out of fuel. That will be devastating. There's so many little bits and pieces that if you just miss out on a little piece, if you don't keep your eye on everything, it gets out of hand really quickly. Still no one interested in becoming more highly educated. I do like the fact that we're getting quite a high number of students in here, and that number is creeping up. It's not creeping up tremendously quickly, but it is creeping up. We will still see that some of these guys will actually die due to the pollution, which is my concern. This thing is not in the right spot, but anyway, we can't do much about that now. We've got this infrastructure coming in to potentially be able to deal with that in future, but I'll need to figure out, maybe we'll have to do large heating facilities. If you know whether the heating from, see, I've got a big heating pipe in here. Can I from this exchanger run the small heating pipes? So if I go small heating pipe, right? This thing I believe means large heating pipe, but you can in fact run a small. So my question is, does this actually work? If I run a small to the heating exchanger over here, that only takes a small, right? Right, if I do that to there, will it work through this facility? It seems, in my mind, it should be workable to do that. But I'm very worried to. You know what? What we can do is we can run one over there because that's not currently being used. and we can test it out, but I'll need to get workers to come and work down here, which is okay. That's fine. Let's do that. Let's do that for the sake of science. We'll run a small one up here, and we'll see if that in fact okay, I think over here through there, yes, that's gonna work. Now it will have to kind of run in through here, right? There we go. Nice, that's pretty good. So I'll commission that. It's not too much steel to do, so let's commission that so we can actually see if that will work or not. So we'll test it before we start decommissioning all the other stuff. I'm very worried about running out of heating in the winter, come the next winter. Okay, that's done. Now this the last little section here. Be quite helpful. At least the buses have most of their journey covered. We could also do, well, something like this. Let's try, you know, the building of these things, right? Okay, let's try this one first. Can we really can't squeeze a little piece of road off anywhere, can we? If we do that, oh man, it's going to be too tight. So let's do this, then we'll run it off there. Ah, good. And we'll tie it in over there. That means we should be able to get this section graveled as well. So we'll gravel there and we'll gravel there. That last section is going to be tough. We might have to stick it out without any workers here for a while, while we gravel some of these sections. It's quite useful. I did move, hang on. Did I actually move this guy over here? Just make sure we're only using that one. Can't remember if that's what I in fact did. Anyway, that should now be okay. We should get this last section done fairly quickly. Then we can start working on how we're going to do the rest of this. Well, these guys can come around from the other side though, so that's not the end of the world. We've got workers over here. Right, yes, excellent. Workers over here too, excellent. Our workers thing is working reasonably now. Apart from this one, where I hardly ever see any workers. Now that we're importing here also, it might be, I don't know, even more difficult for us to spot whether there are any issues. These vehicles are actually loading even without workers. It's interesting. Wonder if do we get regrowth ourselves over here or not? I think we don't. Come on, really, you need to bring some workers, right? You need to at least continue the production of fuel. Okay, this is actually will be finished quite soon. But it is still middle of the summer. Okay, now this is also being built. Yeah, all of this construction is actually underway. Let's trim back on the number of workers out here, please. Something like that at least. Don't want to be filling up these buildings with workers. Okay, let's see about getting some of these sections sorted out. It'd be quite useful if we can do that. This is done. Nice, I like it. Now let's trim back this. There and there. Nice, that's awesome. Now that section is graveled. This section should be graveled pretty quickly too. And the question is, do we need that section graveled? Probably do. Okay, so one thing, let's try something. Can we get another little bypass section out here? We can. Okay, I believe that should be good enough. And what we'll do is we'll just try and tie these in at a number of locations that we have some important infrastructure that we need to gain access to. And then we can start graveling up the rest of this. Okay, let's just keep an eye. Once that's done, these sections needs to be done first also. Let's continue that. Okay, so that is doing a trick. This thing is not actually open, so let's try and get a couple of workers out here. I don't want to overburden our system. So some workers should be able to be dropped off over there. Oh, I like that. That's quite useful. I'll get rid of this section. I believe we don't need that anymore. We also don't necessarily need this anymore. And how's this going? We need to assign some construction. So let's get MV Construction to come and deal with this, please. Okay, we've got some workers here straight away. Let's see. It seems to be working. It in fact seems to be working. Okay, well that's good. Let's maintain that and see if that does. I'll run it through one winter as is, and then we'll see how that goes before we start decommissioning this stuff. I want to be very sure we can make it work. Okay, excellent. We need to get some of these paths done. To be honest, we're not using that little section, so we may as well do that one also and get all of this done. One foul swoop. How's the construction here going? Smooth, without issues. We've got all the stuff that we need to continue construction. That's good. I think this will tick us over for a while, these two buildings. Oh, I like our little trees. It's fairly helpful. What I was thinking is maybe if I put more trees in here, we will be sheltered off from some of this a little bit better. Let's see what we can do. Let's get some of these beech trees here. Maybe this helps us out. Actually, probably not next to the sign there. But if we do fill this area up with trees, maybe it does help for the pollution. At least it'll make me feel a little bit better. We'll keep building some of this greenery next to the infrastructure. Just sort things out a little bit. Construction here is moving, but pretty slow. I'm okay with that. I am pretty okay with that. Okay, now we should have this done. Not quite. 4 more work days. We've got 2 people on site. Can we finish that off? Be useful if we do. Not sure. I think they're going to be leaving before we get there. Yep. Okay, now we've got some more workers arriving. Where's this guy going? Gonna work? Oh, down here at the prefab panels. More workers? Yes. As long as we maintain workers here, I'm happy. Oh yes, get there, get there. Oh no. Oh no. Get there. Oh yes, excellent. Good timing, buddy. Good timing. How's that going over here? Where are we using the asphalt? Not in here. Not using asphalt here. So where are we using asphalt? None of these constructions are using asphalt. Where are we using the asphalt? Oh, the technical office down here. Okay, well that should be all the asphalt it needs. Oh, it's had one load. It had one problem load. And that's good. That is good. We've got a lot of work done. But yes, okay. One of the next things I would like us to do, let's just get these done. These sections needs to be done first. Are we managing enough bricks and boards and prefabs? It seems like it. We are not running out. How's this going? Not enough workers is making its way down here. Are we out of people here again? What were they saying? 6 citizens can't participate. Weren't able to get food? Really? Why? People are waiting. Yeah, so we can't seem to get enough workers here. We definitely need to get more people to actually then work there. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and... No, it should be okay, really. It shouldn't be a big deal. You should be able to work there. Get these sections done. Really? This section is not done? Like 3 more work days, guys. 3 more. No workers on that bus. Constantly a problem if that happens. Next bus in. It's a bus over here. No workers there. Some workers over here. Excellent. That helps. Anybody working at this construction site? Nope. Not at all. Working the prefabs, it seems. It's okay. You need that work done as well. Oh, good. A good healthy load. Seems it was just in time, really. Excellent. More concrete being loaded up. Can we get another busload of workers here soon? Excellent. Excellent. Here comes the bus. Workers? Want to work here? No, unfortunately not. But I believe we may have got all the guys out. I believe that's all of the trucks that wanted to get a load. Excellent. That's awesome. It's just small victories in this game. Small victories. How's this construction going on? Missing a little bit of steel and some work time. This is continuing along. We are slowly bringing in all the steel that is required, and accordingly we are dropping big time down on the on our budget. But keep bringing in the concrete though. We need so much concrete here. Well, it's happening. How's this going? We've got a decent heating over here. So if we look at our heating, not that heating is a problem at the moment, but if we look at our heating over here, we've got pretty decent water. It's not perfect. It could be better, but it's okay, I think. How's the construction going on over here? Still underway. Slowly taking place. All of that's been done. That's good. Let's commission that little section through there, and also this section through here, and then we'll start the rest of this to happen. So we'll do that section and that section. So come and do those. That section's been done. That's helpful. So now what I can do is I can clear out this up to there. The rest is okay. I don't need us to have access to everything via gravel roads. Dirt roads are okay for some sections. I'm also tempted to get graveled, to get these sections graveled so that we can gravel this entire loop here. And maybe we should get all of that graveled at the same time. At this point in time, it could be useful for us to just do that, and well, we'll just leave that section. You know what? We'll do something like this. We'll tie it in over here, so at least all of that's done. And then we can go ahead and come and gravel that section too. Yeah, that should be useful. That should be useful. Get all of that done. Get as much of this done as possible. We need to get these guys out. Don't have a lot of workers hanging out over here. Are we starting to see someone here? What's our numbers like up here? Could be better, could be better. What's our number like in here? Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped. Is that because people are dying? No, we're up at 2,000. Right? It's 2,000. All of a sudden I'm wondering, what's our health like? What is our health like? Get out of there and then just have a look at this. Ooh, that's really bad. That is really bad. How is our... Oh, so we're dropping down on these guys. So we may have to come around and fill up some of these with more educated workers. So let's... ooh, not like that. Let's trim in a few of these guys. See if they're a little bit more helpful. How many are we still getting through here? We're struggling to get our people educated. It's really a bit of a problem, and I think a big part of our problem is this pollution down here. But presumably up here we should have enough people to constantly be educating these people. Yeah, here we're okay. It seems we're okay over here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move a couple of loads of this guy down here. Okay, we'll do that. So now we've made room up here to potentially say, well, let's grab a few educated individuals to come and work up here. Yeah, let's get even more. We'll fill it up with educated individuals there, like 20 new educated individuals. Hopefully they can come and work here and we can maintain a good flow up here. That's the plan for me. So if we can just maintain that, that's going to be done now. Excellent. So now that's good. Get where they need to go. Yeah, we still don't have any students coming here, and I think it's a matter of just our education level is poor. Look at these guys, 90 people in the school here, and this school has got now no people working here. Did they all leave? No, they should definitely be working there. No, maybe it's just a matter of they're off shift and stuff like that. Okay, how's this going? Oh, that's looking marvelous. That is looking marvelous. Let's continue this work that we're doing here. Excellent. Let's start getting rid of some of this. We don't need that section anymore. Excellent. Some of this work is going well. I do like the fact that we've got up to there without much problems. Nice. Good. How's our progress over here? Excellent. We need more concrete. We need more steel. Sure, there's a steel shipment coming in soon. I'm worried about... oh no, now we've got... oh, look at our deaths. Guys, that's... and we've got escapes too. Okay, hang on. Let's have a quick recap of what's going on. So, health is looking okay. Right? Health is looking okay. If we look at food satisfaction, it's not bad. Not bad at all. If we look at happiness, really people are quite happy. We don't have a lot of alcoholics, which is fine. I'm quite happy with that. Sports and stuff is okay. Clothing. Yeah, clothing is not bad either. So really, we shouldn't be getting escapes. Not much, at least. Can we get this built now, please? Yeah, so we're working away, getting all of that construction done. I'm happy we're getting all of these roads graveled. Oh man, that entire section is done. That was a really quick and effective one. So let's trim that out. That's really useful. These sections seems to will soon be done too, I think. That's going to be done now. Excellent. That's very good. I believe that means we can... well, once this is done, we'll link that one up. If we do another little road here, let's do it. One little road in there. Then we can start doing that section. And even this section. I'm really not too fussed about blocking that off for a second. Get those two sections in there. It's just about making sure that this facility is still got access. And then once this is done, we'll do that section and that section. And then that's the last piece of this loop that's done. I like that. How's the construction here going? Still have all of the materials that we need. And over here, all the materials that we need for constant construction is there. Just not enough workers. Over here, we seem to not be getting the workers that we need over here. But we still have a fair bit of time before the next snows. So hopefully that will get built. It's not the most urgent thing. Okay, I think, guys, that's where we've left it. It's slow progress. It's really slow progress. And I think that's just what you kind of get with the cosmonaut, kind of the spirit of the cosmonaut challenge, is you do tend to get some... you run into some issues in terms of how quickly you can get stuff done. That's really the concern that you have. Ultimately, is this is just going to be a load over there. Okay, so that should... oh, excellent. Came out of there. How many do we have assigned here? Oh, we've got a fair bit of stuff here that can actually work on this. Nice. Okay, well, good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Let's ride it out on this vehicle through the streets of Morgan Valley. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Please leave your comments down below. Tell me what we should work on. If you've got any advice for me in terms of this education problem that we've been having, if you have more information on how the heating system works, that would be useful too. Please leave them in the comments, or better yet, join us on the Discord, where we can have a chat directly with me. See you there. Thanks. Bye bye.